Everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards, and today we are all on the hunt for great cards because it is that exciting time when we do a collection break giveaway. This is the collection. It's in this giant package here, this huge package. I know it's a lot of 9 pocket pages of cards, and we're just going to get right into this and open this up. And the way this works, if you have never participated before, if you're a new subscriber to the channel, you've just never done this before, the way it works is this is a collection that I bought online. In this case, it was a Goodwill collection, which is usually a conglomeration of a bunch of collections that they have received, and then they just sort of stack all together and then put up for auction, and you can get some good stuff out of here because Goodwill usually doesn't really know what they have, and so they just kind of sell it as is, and you don't know what you're going to get. And so I'm hoping we get something good out of here. I know there's one really, really good card in here, and that is why I went for this one. The other stuff looked good too, the other pages I saw. And we'll do this, get this stuff out of here. Making a real mess here. It looks like they did not do the best job. They got a lot of bubble wrap in here, but they did not do the best job packing this up. But get these out and then dispense with this box. All right, there we go. And let's get this box out and see if I can put that over here. And there's that. Let me dispose of this. All right, there we go. Let's see what is in here. This looks correct. It is a huge knock in the Hate Tom Brady card. I'm going to actually just put that over there because you need a lot of room today on this table. So the way this works is this is your collection. It belongs to all of you, my subscribers, and every card in here is up for grabs. There are no cards that I will hold out or say, oh, no, I'm going to take that one. That's not the way this works at all. The collection break giveaways are for you. They are my way of saying thank you for helping me reach a certain subscription milestone. In this case, 800 subscribers, which kind of snuck up on me, actually. I was not expecting... I don't really follow my sub count. I don't really... for whatever reason, I just don't really look at my channel that way, but some other people noticed it for me, and I certainly appreciate that. I'm going to move this up closer so you make sure you get a good view of all of the cards here. That looks pretty good. It's a very tall stack of pages. I don't know if you saw how, and it looks, as I said, it really does look like they just combined a bunch of collections. These pages back here are very old, and then these look kind of dirty in the middle here. So we'll just kind of see what we have here. These cards on top already I can see are a little newer than what I usually end up with in these collections. Typically I do sort of, I guess you would say, more vintage-oriented collections from the 80s and 90s, and I think these are, what are these, 2010 maybe, or 2007, something like that. I haven't seen these for a while. Yeah, these are 2010, and so we're just going to go through these. The way this works is, I'm going to grab a chair and pull it up here. The way this works is pretty simple. If you're a subscriber, you get cards. I'm going to go through all of these. You can make a list of any cards that you want out of this collection. You email me your list, and then I send you cards. That's as simple as it gets. As long as you are a subscriber, you can participate, and if you're not a subscriber, it's really easy. Just hit the subscribe button and you're in. So that's really it. That's as complicated as it gets. There's no like weird hashtags or cross-posting you have to do. I don't play it that way. I just want to reward you guys for helping me get to 800 subscribers. It's pretty remarkable, and I'm pretty pumped about it. So let's go ahead and get to it here. So again, these are 2010 cards. These look like opening day cards, actually. And, you know, you get a real mix with these Goodwill collections. Sometimes you get pages of All-Stars and Hall of Famers and all of that. And then other times you get what looks like maybe this guy was trying to make a set. There's quite a lot of these 2010 cards in here. Anyway, probably the best card on this page is Beltran, Carlos Beltran down here. And then we'll just, oh geez, a mascot card right off the bat. I can't believe that. Man, I think that's the first time we've run into a dreaded mascot card in any of these collections I've given away. Man, that is no way to start off the morning. I feel shaky and haunted by that already. It's that weird camel creature that is the Texas Rangers mascot too. That is That is just frightening and disturbing, and I'm sorry you had to see that. Clayton Kershaw, nice card on this page. Johnny Damon over here. Yadi Molina down here, and we got Hanley Ramirez. This is these are all opening day cards, it looks like, and this Hanley Ramirez opening day contest card. Pujols up here in the corner, another Yadi card there. This is last game at Shea Stadium, and I believe that is Tom Seaver throwing that out, so that's kind of a cool card there. I've not seen that card before, but I recognize the late Tom Seaver anywhere. So, and then Konerko down here, if you're a fan of him. Oh, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen one of these in a while. That is a cool card. I'll show you what that is in a moment. Mason Baumgartner, rookie card there. Ivan Rodriguez, Hall of Famer. Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer. And there's Joe Mauer, who is a newly minted Hall of Famer. I have that too close to the camera probably. There's Mauer there. And Roy Halladay, Trevor Hoffman, Ivan Rodriguez. There's another Beltran. And then this card down in the corner here is what I wanted to bring your attention to. This is called a Sketch It card, and Topps included that in the 2010 set. And those are kind of, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I don't think they're worth, a lot of money or anything like that, but they are kind of unusual. That was part of a contest that they did. So very nice page there, actually. Several Hall of Famers on another mascot on this page. Jeez, and that's the creepy Philly Fanatic. That just gives me chills just even seeing that. That is hideous. I'm really disturbed by that. David Ortiz is much less disturbing. There he is in the middle of that page. Todd Helton, another, wow, this is very interesting. And all of these are 2010 opening day cards so far. And that's a nice Todd Helton there. And David Ortiz, not a bad page there. Longoria, this is a blue parallel of Ubaldo Jimenez there. And looks like we've got not too much else on that page that is all that exciting. All right, here we go. This looks like we got Pujols here, John Smoltz there, and Lincecum there. We got A-Rod, and then we got some nice inserts here. We got Ichiro and Mariano Rivera, the very cool miniature-sized inserts like that. Vladdy Sr. down here, and a very cool Johnny Damon when they were young card in the style of 1980 Topps, and we should see some real 1980 Topps somewhere in this collection. We'll get to that. Another one of those cards, Justin Verlander there, future Hall of Famer. Nice to see that one. These are some unusual stuff. Here we got David Wright. These are two David Wright 3D cards. I'm not sure why. Maybe this guy was a David Wright fan or something. Very strange. Lincecum again down here on the Toppstown card. This looks like, I think this is some sort of a parallel here. I don't think it's gold, but maybe it is. I don't know. Anyway, it's John Rayner, rookie card, who is not like a big star or anything. And then history of the game when the game went on radio back in 1921 when I was just a laddie. All right, so here we go. We get into some of the 80s and 90s, and I'll just do this just because I'm curious. It looks like there might be a set of 91 Fleer in there. Very interesting. And then a whole bunch of interesting stuff in here. We got a lot to see here, so I'm going to move on through this. This is, of course, Upper Deck 1991, and you got Joe Carter down there at the bottom, Cecil Fielder, and or Cecil Fielder, sorry, Brett Saberhagen, Willie Randolph in a Brewers uniform, which is just surreal. It feels like I'm in some sort of alternate universe whenever I see that. Dave Justice and his dating site photo. Hello, ladies. And here we got George Brett on this one. Looks like he's being chased by a goblin. I was looking behind him with great fear. Randy Johnson, another Hall of Famer up there. Mark McGuire. This groundbreaking for the new White Sox Stadium. That looks like Carlton Fisk and some other guy in an old White Sox uniform. Oral Hershiser looking kind of creepy, quite honestly. Fred McGriff there, and the in-action Valenzuela card. Here we got, all right, we're jumping around here now. There's a nice Ken Griffey up there on the sheet of Topps cards. Edgar Martinez, Greg Maddux, Trammell. Got some good stars on this one. Harold Baines down here, and Steve Sachs in the New York production of Paint Your Wagon. Over here we've got football cards, which I was not expecting at all. They did not, I only saw like 10 pages from this, and this is an enormous stack, so there could really be anything in here, and whatever we find, whatever cards we find, they are yours. You get to claim them. Emmitt Smith and LaDainian Tomlinson Gridiron Lineage card down there. That's probably the best one on the page. Aikman Pro Set card up here, and a Montana Pro Set card. And then we get into the 91 Donruss. Got some Diamond Kings players on this sheet. Nice Paul Molitor in the middle there. Eric Davis. and Oil Can Boyd. And this one has some stuff on the back. I always look at the back when I'm flipping them just to be sure we don't miss anything. Here we got Randy Johnson, McGuire, and Wade Boggs up there in the corner. Those are probably the best ones there. More Donruss from 1991. And these pages are pretty dirty, I've got to say. You can probably see they're a little bit yellowed here. These are some pretty dirty and grimy pages, but the cards look perfectly clean, sharp corners, all of that stuff. Ken Seiko and Joe Carter. Grand Slammer cards there, and some highlights cards on this page as well. Dave Justice again, and here we've got Harold Baines again with McGuire right next to him, and another Ken Griffey Jr. card down here to note. That's a 91 Donruss, for those of you who like that. Nice Fred McGriff up here, and Eddie Murray, some more Hall of Famers on this page. I like to see that. And this is, wow, this is an unusual bunch of cards here. I can tell you this is the very first time ever on this channel in the hundreds of episodes that I've done that I've ever had a kayaking card or a wrestling card featured. I think I may have found a swimming card in a previous collection, but that's an unusual page. Sports Illustrated for kids cards down here, and then these are Olympic cards up here. Eddie Belfour, so you get hockey. Roger Clemens as well, so note those if you're interested. This is not a rookie Ernie Banks. My heart skipped a beat for a moment there when I saw that. You probably heard me pause there. That was just for a moment. I thought, hold on. But the actual rookie Ernie Banks is a larger size card, and it does not have the Topps logo down here. This is a reprint, and indeed it is the Cards Your Mom Threw Out reprint, which are hated throughout the hobby because they trick people when you see them. They look like the real card, and then you flip it over and you see it as not. But this is an interesting page. You got a lot of Hall of Famers on this page, including a Bazooka Bubblegum, Wade Boggs there. Bo Jackson up here. I'll zoom in on that because I know a lot of you collect Bo Jackson. That's a pretty cool Tales of the Game. Bo knows defense, which indeed he did. Nice Babe Ruth, and Yogi Berra balancing his catching mask right there. And Ernie Banks, this is not his rookie card, but it's a nice reprint of his rookie card if you would like to have that, certainly. Nice Ozzie Smith highlights card and a McGuire down there. Very interesting page of cards, and of course the Brooks Topps Gallery card. That is one that I have, and I'm happy to send that off to someone. Rising Star, this was, I think this was kind of its own like 100 card set, if I'm remembering. I think Score did this in 89 or maybe 90, something like that. Let me look at these and see if it says on the back here. Looks like 91 these came out, so I was a little bit off there, but these are Rising Stars. I don't know if any of these are actually rookies. I don't remember this set that well. It was something that they issued separate from the regular Score set and was all young players. Mo Vaughn, probably the best player on this page, and looks like he might have the whole set here. Let's see, we'll go through here and see what we find. On this page, probably your best card is Bernie Williams down there in the corner, and continue through here. Bagwell there, that's a pretty good one, certainly. Several Astros on this page. I know a lot of you guys are Astros fans. That one's full of Astros there. On this one, I think this page, Remlinger might be the best card, so I'm not so sure about that one. Rusty Meacham on this page. This one could do better. Okay, that was definitely not 100 cards, so that, unless they mix cards up sometimes with these, so they could be further down in the stack. I don't know. But anyway, here's some nice Procter and Gamble cards. These came with, I think they came with like soap or something like that. I'm trying to remember, but these are from, I believe, 1992. And you got a lot of nice names on here, including Glavin, Fred McGriff, Tony Gwynn, Boggs, and Mark McGuire on that page. Those are some nice oddball cards. If you're trying to collect a certain player, that's some nice cards there. Here is Score 1992. Some good names on here as well. You got Doc Gooden, Robbie Alomar, Bonilla, and Larry Walker up there. There's Willie Randolph in a Brewers uniform again. I swear it's been, I don't know, dozens of years since I've seen a Brewers Willie Randolph card. Now I've seen two in the last 10 minutes, so I don't know what's up with that. Here we got a checklist card. I always love it when people put checklist cards in 9-pocket pages. That's exactly how you should be using those. That makes no sense to me. Here's the back of that other one, just in case you wanted to see it. I kind of glanced over that because I didn't see anything exciting for me. Tony Gwynn on this page of Score 91, I believe or not Score, Upper Deck 91 now we are. There's Glenn Davis with Cal Ripken Sr. shaking his hand or bumping his fist as he rounds the bases there. Ruben Sierra and the aged one, Charlie Huff here up in the corner. I'm going to zoom in on that because he looks about 75 in that photo, and this is 1991, and I feel as though Charlie Huff is still pitching somewhere for somebody. The guy, he came into the league in his 40s, I believe, and there he's just continuing along like that. We got cards on the back here. Paul O'Neill looking creepy there, and Jim Vatcher stretching. Hello, ladies. That's his dating profile, and I'm not really sure if the ladies would be enjoying that or not. I think they would. Mark McGuire here, and Will Clark Canseco in the middle. Steve Avery down here, and another Doc Gooden. We got some Stadium Club cards here, and a random 1982 Donruss Willie Randolph. This guy must have liked Willie Randolph. There's a lot of Willie Randolph cards in here. Nice George Brett Stadium Club card there. It's probably the best one on the page. Dante Bichette down there for fans of that player. We got the Hawk, Andre Dawson up in the corner, another Hall of Famer right next to him, Dennis Eckersley. That's Lee Smith down there, another Hall of Famer. So several on that page. On the back, Vince Coleman and Jose Canseco. And then it looked like there might be a set of this in here, and I saw a couple of pages of this in the photos when I bought this lot, and I thought, you know, if there's a set, I'm not going to, you know, I'm just going to break up the set. I'm not going to try to keep the set. Or these, I don't know how many are here, but we'll see what we got. Should be a lot of stars and Hall of Famers out of here. We got Bonilla, two Bonilla on the front actually, so that makes me think it's not a set. If there are duplicates in here, maybe this is just everything he pulled out of packs. Olerud there playing out in the field. Wade Boggs on that page. I'll just go through these pretty quickly. You can see for yourself what is on these, and these are back and front. Teddy Higuera, shout out to Big Al Cards. He's a big Teddy Higuera fan. Cal Ripken Jr. there, nice to see. We got nothing super special on this page, and here we got Sierra probably, and Ryan Sandberg down here for Sandberg. We've seen another checklist in the 9-pocket. I should start keeping track of how many checklist cards this collector put in there. Sammy Sosa squaring to bunt. That manager gets -5 for having Sammy Sosa bunt. I mean, what is he thinking? How did he get his manager's license making calls like that? Randy Johnson, Hall of Famer down here. We got on this page really not much. Pendleton's probably your best player on that page, and we continue through here. Timmy Raines down here. Like to see Rock Raines anytime we can. Always good to see that. On this page, not a lot here. I think Bobby Rose was Pete Rose's son, if I'm remembering correctly. Lou Whitaker, who should be in the Hall of Fame but is not. Darryl Strawberry on this page. We continue on through what seems, well, these pages are really quite grimy, and you can see some of the grime on this one. This one's really one of the worst ones. Kurt Schilling down here before he got portly. We've got another checklist card, another -5 for this collector, Larry Walker, right next to that, and sticker cards, which I think we should also deduct points for, frankly. Sticker cards in plastic pages make no sense to me either. Wally Joyner and Joe Carter, probably the best players on that page. Edgar Martinez here and Valenzuela. Going through this, what I think is probably a partial set, or maybe just a random collection of these 1991 Fleer cards. I'm not too sure what the collector's rationale was in putting these in pages, but going through these pretty quickly here. We got Dante Bichette again. We've seen a lot of him this morning. And Gary Carter, Hall of Famer up there in the corner. Julio Franco and Andre Dawson. That one's not a bad page at all. Actually, several good players on that one. Wait, there was a Mattingly. Shout out to Justin at Three Good Nerds. I know he's a Mattingly collector, and he'll probably put that on his list, I would think. Continue on. Not too many more pages of this, which also makes me think it's probably not a complete set, because this set was a big one. It would have been more pages than that. McGuire up there in the corner, and Ozzie Smith down here, another Hall of Famer on there. We continue through here and see what's on the back of this page. Not a lot on that one, I have to say. Randy Johnson up here, and that's probably the best card on that page. On the back, we've got nothing to write home about. And then the big cat, Andres Galarraga. And it looks like that may be the end of those 1991 yellow Fleer cards. Dave Winfield, All-Star insert from 1987. And then we got, these are all Red Sox. There's a Ripken, nice Ripken insert there. Chuck Knobloch, former Rookie of the Year. These are all Red Sox, and I think these are 2007 cards, if I'm remembering right. Willie Mo Pena, there's a portly Kurt Schilling. It's like I called that. Coco Crisp and Manny Ramirez. I don't know why he has all Red Sox from that particular year. Then we get back into 1990 Donruss. Rock Raines up there. Nice to see that. Glenn Davis MVP card. And another Dwight Gooden. There's a Biggio there. And these are Looney Tunes Upper Deck cards. Some of these would have baseball players on them. None of these appear to. So whatever is going on there. Another Willie Randolph card. Very interesting to see the pattern in this collection. Harold Baines, George Brett, and John Olerud. Nothing really huge in this collection so far, but I assure you there are some much better cards in this collection that I saw, unless they sent me the wrong collection. We still have quite a lot to go. We are only a little more than halfway through, and my voice is starting to get rough, so I'm probably going to pause this and get a drink of water and then come back and finish this. You won't even notice, but I'm just letting you know that's going to happen. Dave Justice, Dave Parker there on the back of that. This one looks pretty interesting, I have to say. This is some Ryan Sandberg here right off the bat, but here's a Coca-Cola Nolan Ryan card. Pretty nice looking card there, and a couple of baseball's all-time great cards. Greenberg and Luke Appling, Phil Necro on an Upper Deck Classics card. That's a pretty card. Monty Irvin, and then Johnny Mize here in the middle as well. So that's a pretty interesting page there. That's kind of an interesting variety. Another Boston Red Sox card from, I believe, 2007, Jason Varitek on that one. Nomar with the Cubs. I'd forgotten that he played for the Cubs. It's kind of unusual. Moises Alou up there. And some team cards on that page. Then we get back into what I believe is 2010, as I recall, and another Trevor Hoffman there. Corey Hart wearing his sunglasses at night and in the day. Tony Gwynn Jr. Be sure to note the Jr. at the end of that. And got some cards on the back here. What else do we have here? Hanley Ramirez, Manny Ramirez, and Ivan Rodriguez across the top. Topstown card of Ryan Braun and Lincecum and Yolkis and Vladdy Sr. and David Wright. A lot of Topstown cards on this one. And anything on the back here? Nothing on the back of that one. And then, what? These are soccer cards. Wow. I've had soccer cards on the channel a couple of times. Just randomly they've shown up. So I think these are, as I'm looking at these, I think these are indoor soccer cards. So I don't know how old those are. Here's a Desert Storm card. You see those every now and then. They're not rare by any means. What year are these? These are from 89, 90. And I used to go to Baltimore. Used to have an indoor soccer team, the Baltimore Blast, and I used to go to those games, and they were kind of fun, actually. I enjoyed going to those. Go down to the Civic Center right in downtown Baltimore and see the Blast play. It was really cheap to get in, too. It was like $5 a ticket or something, which, you know, you can't really see professional sports for that cheap very often, so that was a nice thing to do too. All right, I think I'm gonna my voice is definitely getting really rough here, so I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna pause this and I'm gonna leave everything the way it is, and I will be right back. All right, so I took a quick break there to get some water. I feel a lot better now, and I am going to actually lower the camera a little bit, because now that this stack is lower, we were about 2/3 through here. I'm going to lower the camera so you can see the cards a little better and see everything on these pages. I think that should do it. There we go. So, and again, you can always fast forward, pause, rewind if there's something you want to make sure that you see that you did not miss. Once again, this is a collection break giveaway. If you're a subscriber, all of these cards are available to you. We haven't seen anything huge, a lot of Hall of Famers, some rookies, things like that, but there should be some big cards coming up based upon what I saw in the pictures for this listing. Again, this was a Goodwill auction that I bought these on, and you can claim any cards you want. All you do is leave a comment letting me know that you want to claim cards, or you can send me an email directly. My email will be in the descriptive box below. It's also cwcardwolf@gmail.com, cwcardwolf@gmail.com. All you have to do is be a subscriber. I will mail you cards anywhere in the world from this collection, and I'm happy to do it. Some more of these Rising Star cards of rookies and Rising Stars. Moises Alou, probably the best card on that page, and we continue through. There's Conine up there. Juan Guzman, very good pitcher for many years in the league, and Ivan Rodriguez, that's a nice one there, actually. Hall of Famer right there in the middle, in the Paul Lynn position, as I like to say, on these 9 pocket pages. We got Jose Offerman down here, another good player there. Brian Hunter was quite a prospect, and I'm not really sure that he ever really turned out in the way that people thought he would. Nothing really great on that. Well, Knobloch is on that page, actually. That is a pretty good one there. Chuck Knobloch, of course. And yeah, that page really doesn't have much at all. So there may be a whole set of that. I think this was one of those 100 card sets, or maybe it was, I don't know, 75 cards. Looks like it was 100 based upon the numbers on there, but that looks like it might have been a whole set. These are unusual, man. These are pretty cool. 2020 Club. This was a little boxed set that was sold by Topps through Eames, which was an apartment store back then. I think these came out in, I want to say like 92, maybe somewhere in there. I'll look at the back and see if I'm right about that. Had a lot of good players in it, and it looks like we got several sheets of these, so that's pretty cool. Barry Bonds on this one with Canseco, Eric Davis, not bad. Let me see if I can, of course I can't see the backs on any of these, but I'll see if I can pull one out and tell you the date. This is a nice sheet. Robin Yount, Mike Schmidt, Andre Dawson, Trammell, and Joe Carter there, so not bad at all there. I'm going to pull one of these out just so I can see for sure if it was 92 or not. It is actually 89, so I was way off there, but I do remember those coming out. That was a popular thing that they did back then, and Fleer did it too. Topps and Fleer did it. They would make these little box sets that you could find in department stores, and you could only find them in those places. They'd have been Toys R Us too, as I recall. This page has some good names on it as well. Dale Murphy right in the middle, and there's Kurt Gibson, Dave Parker, and Bo Jackson on the back. That's a nice one. These are kind of oddball cards. Again, very nice cards to add to your collection if you're collecting a certain player. These are kind of tough cards to get. Not super valuable, but can be pretty tough to get. Here we've got some odd assortment of rookie cards on this one, it looks like. Probably, I don't know, I guess Kruk would be the best one. That is a Topps traded card of Kruk, so that's not too bad. I believe that is a Storm Davis rookie if you like that player. Mark Grace was such a huge prospect back then. That card would have been a hot one back in the day. Some on the back here. I do not think any of these are rookie cards. I know the Reggie Jackson certainly is not. Storm Davis, another rookie card there, I guess. Will Clark and Alan Trammell up in the corner. Glenn Davis. Nice Reggie card. Always like to see him. Big page of Jose Canseco here. Both of these are Topps traded cards of Canseco. So those are true rookie cards, or whatever you want to call it. Nice to see those in there. And I can feel cards are on the back here. Another Bo Jackson. Several Bo Jacksons in this collection. Nice to see George Brett on his Diamond Kings portrait, looking happier than I have ever seen him. Dale Murphy is laughing on his. And then you got Hall of Famer Jack Morris. Steve Garvey, who's running for office in the state of California for some reason. I don't know why athletes think that they can run for office, but they do. Big page of all-star cards here, including Rock Rain's Alan Trammell, another Willie Randolph, and Wade Boggs and Puckett. Some good names there. Cards on the back of here. Some good cards on the back of here. All right, here we go. Now we're talking. We got 1976 Topps of Steve Carlton and Gaylord Perry, as well as Doc Ellis there. That's pretty sweet. That is, this is not a page that I saw, so I'm delighted to see those. Finally, we hit some bigger cards in this collection. Maybe that means the really good big card that I bought this collection for is coming up, hopefully. So those are two really pretty sweet cards there. Some 1970s cards of Hall of Famers. Nothing wrong with that. McGuire and Canseco there. Santiago and Tony Gwynn here, and Winfield, and the ever-present Willie Randolph right there. So that's a nice one. Okay, here we go. We got some rookies on this page. Harold Baines rookie, Joe Charbonneau, if any of you remember that slugger, and Tony Pena and Mike Boddicker there. Rich Dotson rookie as well for anybody who cares about that player. Then we got some older cards here as well. This is more like it. Another Steve Garvey, a Tim Raines rookie down here. So another Hall of Famer rookie there. That's very nice to see. Alan Trammell from 1983. Second year Dan Quisenberry. 1979 Pete Rose record breaker. 1979 Don Sutton. And an 81 Raleigh Fingers. That's a very nice page there. Some good cards on that page for sure. And here we're getting into it. This is the stuff that I was talking about, and I'm glad we finally get to it. 1981 Donruss Mike Schmidt, 82 Andre Dawson All-Star Burt Blyleven from 82. Here's an 82 Rose Highlights card, 82 Jack Morris, Steve Sachs rookie, and let's flip this over, see if we have anything else here. Burt Blyleven from 1977. We got some 72 cards here, nothing huge here. Earl Williams and Ralph Garr, and a 75 Frank Tanana Gold Cup card. Some hand-cut Drake's cards here. Mike Schmidt, probably the best one. These looks like these were cut with rusty children's scissors by the looks of it, so don't get your hopes too high if you want one of those. You may have to re-trim that yourself or just deal with it the way it is. So some definitely 1972. Those are some of the older cards we've ever found in one of these collection break giveaways, so that's kind of cool. And then we get to a page of 1980 cards, and I think that we're going to get into the card that I'm really excited about, and that I hope you're going to be excited about. Some nice cards on this page, though. Some Hall of Famers here, lots of them, including Reggie Jackson, Paul Molitor, Carl Yastrzemski, and a Lou Brock Carl Yastrzemski highlights card. All of these are from 1980, so that is a nice page, including nice Dale Murphy card there. I know a lot of you collect him, so that's pretty sweet as well. And there it is. That's the big one. Rickey Henderson rookie from 1980. That is a Rickey Henderson rookie card. And I'll bring that up closer to the camera so you can check it out. Looks to be in pretty decent shape there. Definitely looks pretty good. And I'm giving all of these cards away. One of you will walk away with that Rickey Henderson rookie card. Put it on your list. Do not try to be, I don't know, polite about it or whatever. Put these cards on your list. Some really good stuff here in the latter part of this huge stack of pages. Steve Carlton from 1980, pretty good there too, and Eddie Murray from 1980. So some more Hall of Famers from 1980. That's the big one though, the Rickey Henderson rookie. That's the reason that I ended up going for this one, and I'm glad I did. Here's some Purina cards, and these came, I think, in like dog food or something like that back. I think these were from 85 or 84, something like that. You got a lot of good names on here. Winfield, Pete Rose, Steve Carlton, Quisenberry looking downright creepy. That is a frightening card. That's as bad as a mascot card, frankly. Jim Rice, Wade Boggs. That's a nice page of oddball cards there. Again, some nice oddball cards in here. If you collect certain players, you may not have these. Here we go back into the 70s again. This is awesome to see that. Danny Driesen, who was part of the Big Red Machine, and Johnny Bench, definitely a part of the Big Red Machine. More Steve Garvey, oddly enough. And 77, John Candelaria. There's another Candelaria on one of the other pages I did not note. And Lance Parrish, who was a very good player back in the day. We got Will Clark on this page, Glenn Davis as well, and Oral Hershiser down at the bottom there. Nice Eddie Murray card. More Steve Garvey. We can't get rid of that guy. He's like a bad penny. Carlton Fisk and Harold Baines sharing that card, and George Brett and what looks like Brett Saberhagen sharing a tender moment there out on the field. Red Schenditz and Tony Pena laughing it up there, so you get the Hall of Famer on that card. Kind of cool. Carlton Fisk up in the corner, and we'll go to our next sheet here. It is all Mike Scott. Okay. I mean, Mike Scott was definitely a pretty good pitcher, but I don't think I've ever met anybody who collected Mike Scott. That, I believe, is Mike Scott's rookie card, if I'm remembering right. It's an 81 Topps. You can check it and look it up and see. More Mike Scott on the back in case you could not get enough of Mike Scott. There's more of him with a lone Floyd Bannister card in the middle. I don't understand that page. All right, we got some Hall of Famers here for sure. This is a nice one. Kirby Puckett, Jack Morris, Paul Molitor, Winfield, Tony Gwynn, plus a Rafael Palmeiro rookie card. That's not a bad page. Ozzie Smith. Do not want to forget the Wizard up there. These cards with the red, white, and blue borders were, I think they were either sticker cards or they were from one of those unusual boxed sets that I was just talking about before. Yeah, these are not stickers, and there were only 44 of them. So these were from one of those boxed sets as well. Maybe we'll see more of those in this last final part of the binder. Best one here, Andre Dawson, no question. But a couple Tom Glavine rookie cards here. I need to note those for you. And another Mike Scott card where he looks sort of like a Gorgon. That's a frightening Mike Scott image there. We got Craig Biggio up here in the corner. Nice Kmart card of Kirby Puckett. Another oddball card there. Shane Raleigh, who just looks pissed. What is your problem, Shane? You're on an all-star team, for heaven's sakes. Cheer up, buddy. Wade Boggs there. Nice to see that. And Will Clark in the corner there. Nothing on the back of that one. We got some Wally Joyner action here, ladies. There he is on a Wally card. What is that even? That's a star card from 86, apparently. I guess they did a Wally Joyner set? I'm unaware of that, if that's what they did, but apparently so. There he is, pretending to be a catcher. And this is an odd card. Jim McNamara from the Shreveport Captain. So we get a minor league card, and of course more checklist cards, because you can't have enough of those in 9 pocket pages. More marks down for this collector. David Ortiz opening day contest card, and another Joe Mauer. So there you go. If you're into him, these are Town, Mauer, and Cabrera cards there. Nothing on the back of that page. Some Diamond Kings card plus a Jim Rice up here in the corner. And Dan Pasquin, the old school uniform. Ken Griffey Jr. card down here next to Dave Justice. Not a bad assortment of players there for sure. Whole page almost of Rifleman cards. Master Blaster Eric Davis and Kevin Mitchell. And David Cohn, a K-Man. And we got another Bo Jackson card. Several Bo Jackson cards in this collection. Very nice to see that. This is a Fleer 91 Bo Jackson. And that is a pretty cool one. That was an insert card. It is 5 of 12 for you who are collecting Bo Jackson. Want to note that. Some first-round draft pick cards of nobody in particular. Moises Alou and Barry Bonds, probably the best cards here. Nice dynamic duo if you're a Giants fan. Will Clark and Kevin Mitchell. Shout out to Goody G, who is a Giants fan. And nothing on the back of that. Oh, there's one card, Glenn Wilson, randomly on the back of that. Another Coca-Cola Nolan Ryan card and some other Nolan Ryan cards. These were from Pacific, if I'm remembering correctly, these Nolan Ryan cards. And I'll check the back to be sure. Yeah, they are from Pacific, and those came out in 91. And that was just an all Nolan Ryan sort of mini set that they did. Paul Molitor looking rather pleased with himself. Paul Molitor looks like he just hit for the cycle or something there. He looks quite happy with himself on that All-Star insert card. This is an OPG Paul Molitor card from 1987, so that's a nice one if you collect him or are a Brewers fan. That's kind of an unusual one to see. Eddie Murray, the Hall of Famer, down there. And a nice in-action card of Miguel Tejada in the corner down there. Nothing on the back of those. Deion Sanders starts off this page. McGuire sliding into third base. This is a Ryne Sandberg record breaker card. Eddie Murray down here playing some sort of weird game with a baseball. And nothing on the back of that. We get another football card here. Brett Favre. That is a Fleer Platinum card of Brett Favre. And then we get, wow, if you thought the checklist cards were bad, then we got some Topps propaganda cards here from Stadium Club. You can get your 1992 Stadium Club membership here. Nice David Ortiz card in the corner while I mock these cards here, and a Topps million card giveaway. I don't even remember what that was from. Another Jason Varitek card, and 2 draft pick cards whose last name is both Green. It's a weird page, actually. And Roger Clemens. So there you go. I'd make what you will of that page. I really don't know what even to say. And then on the back, a Chipper Jones rookie card. So there you go. That's a nice addition there. This is the, I don't know, second or third to last page, and a Rod Carew card from 86. So Hall of Famer there, and a rookie card of a Hall of Famer. Several Hall of Famer rookie cards in this collection. A lot of rookie cards here of nobody in particular, unfortunately. And this definitely has cards on the back, and they are as impressive as the cards on the front. This is our last page, and it is a Joe Carter page, weirdly. I guess he liked Joe Carter. Harold Baines randomly there. A couple Ozzie Guillen cards. Mark Teixeira, National Baseball Card Day card there. And Fernando with the spectacles. And whew, that is the collection that I'm giving away to all of you subscribers. If you are new to the channel and do not know how this works, please ask whatever questions you want in the comments. Please hit the thumbs up button, for this is a giveaway, and it would be great to get a lot of people being reminded that I send them cards if they're subscribers. I hope you saw some stuff in here that you would like to add to your own collection. Send me your lists via email, cwcardwolf@gmail.com, cwcardwolf@gmail.com. Make your lists as long as you can, because the more cards that you put on your list, the more likely you are to get cards. If you only put one card on there, if you're like, well, the only one I want is the Rickey Henderson rookie, everybody wants that card, and so I'm going to end up having to do a randomizer to find out who gets that card, and it won't likely be you, and that way you won't get any cards. Nobody wants that. I want to send you cards. So make a long list, and we will see how many cards I can send you. It doesn't matter where you live, anywhere in the known galaxy, I will send you cards. Whether you're on Endor, Tatooine, wherever you may be, I will send you cards. Happy to do it. And that's about it. The only rule is you have to be a subscriber. And again, any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for checking this out today. I hope you find some cards in here that are exciting to you. I'll see you back here tomorrow for, that's right, a pack battle with Average Joe. We do it every Wednesday. I'm looking forward to it. It's the highlight of my week, and I hope it will be a highlight for you too. As always, happy collecting.